Looky here. Welcome back to WPX3 Radio Cast. You are now under the sounds of my crew, Panther. Kaiser 316 degrees to Dominator Society and the Empire. Greetings, Assalamu alaikum, Islam Shalom. So I'm here to break some new paradigms here. I'm gonna shatter some of your brains right now. It's quite interesting because while I was getting ready to do this, like the internet was messing up and stuff, but I got enough pages up where I think I don't have to even click on nothing else. I'm already ready to go. We're locked and loaded. Now, this original was going to be named white or Asiatic, right? In response to the back and forth, or what devolved into a lesser back and forth that me and Taharka had as far as our first public build. So I wanted to disprove that Asiatic was in fact not a race. However, I wanted to go over a process, and if I have enough time, we'll hop back into both points. Now I'm gonna show my screen. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. I'm gonna make sure to take my face off there so y'all can get as much of the screen as possible, so I can show y'all. Now, if y'all see what's on the screen, you will see a couple things. Now, let me see here. We got everything. Hopefully we got everything. If we got everything, comment, let us know that you're in the building. Let us know, wherever you're from, shout it out. Let me know. Now, I wanted to go over Moor, right? And I wanted to go over showing them how that was synonymous, right? That was originally what the call was about. And not only that, but his other advisement to the public as far as to tell them to write Asiatic instead of identifying as white, which is not only it's incompetent and it's dangerous, right? Because you identifying as black, you're identifying as dead, and more is synonymous to black and dead. Now, he said that he was going to have a back and forth with this professor. Now, I wanted to play the clip, if it will play, and see if y'all can hear the clip. So I'm going to cut the beat. So I'm cutting the beat and pulling this up here. Now, he said that he wasn't going to go into it with me because he was going to be doing this same build with a so-called professor. I'm not sure who this professor is, but I got his clip. One of my brothers sent me the clip, and I was like, oh, okay, oh yeah, this is it. I mean, it's not even that this is it. Like, this is just a so-called professor saying the same stuff. So here we go. Here we go. Now this is the clip right here on my page. If y'all not on my page, make sure y'all check me out, my crew Kaiser, right there. I know that this is in other languages, because originally English ain't my first language.
Where do you get that from? That Moor means black. Linguistics and language and roots. Everybody was.
Yeah, see, he said linguistic.
So they didn't want to relate to none of those words, so they were looking for something that could identify us, that has some dignity tied to it. And no one had kicked white folks' ass like the black folks that the white folks call Moors. And those people who picked that later on, all the Arabs and the Turks and others in North Africa was also called Moors by Europeans. And so the European had a special relationship with these people because these people have been dominating the Mediterranean basin for centuries.
So did y'all hear that? I want y'all to go check out this interview. This was brought to you by Saad Neda.
Who were in the Mediterranean basin. And so we then began to
Alright, I'm gonna need my time. I'm gonna need some more time. Keep on going in. Y'all can go check out that interview that's on Sonnet platform. Great breakdown, and he's pretty much going into there's an issue when you know that the word is synonymous to black, like, but there's an issue with y'all like trying to say it's not, like, when it is. So, and that is who Taharka was supposed to have a public bill with 2 nights ago. However, it never happened. So it's still on his page saying that he's supposed to be talking with him, even though he couldn't even disprove it against me. So I'm like, if you can't disprove it against me. However, I had another Moor attempt to disprove it. D Calico. Now, D Calico, he went and brought me back hieroglyphs, right? Talking about these hieroglyphs translated into Moor somehow, even though the writing he brought back that was supposed to be translated, I think it was Maur. And I'm like, yo, Maur is not Moor. He's like, oh, it's interchangeable. And I'm like, okay, even so, even if it's interchangeable, if it means more and it's all synonymous, it's black, still black. Let me see if I can find it though, because now we might be at a standstill right now because I gotta flip the switch on my internet box. That's what. All right, so we'll do that part too. If y'all want me to go into deeper, but I'll show you something that correlate with that while I got this up here. So you see here, look at what Taka did. He highlighted Mauritania, right? Maur. So that's hinting to that glyph that D Calico flashed at me, right? So called his proof to debunk the Europeans, the so-called Europeans books, right? Their etymology, their dictionaries, their lexicons. They're claiming that the Moors are before that, right? They're way before language and all that other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, all right. I'm just saying. Moor, however, wasn't before language. It wasn't before words. It was all around the same time. Actually, they recorded it. And look at what he identifies with proudly. I'm gonna read this to y'all because apparently he didn't read this because he cherry picked it, as you can see. It says here Moor or Blackamoor. You see, Blackamoor. Not saying it's saying synonymous with Blackamoor. Is what it's saying, literally right here. It says a native of Mauritania in Africa, a mulatto. You see that mulatto, one born of parents of which one is a Moor, i.e., black, and the other one is of some other nation or white. Okay? Now, get what that means? This mulatto is a Moor. So the mulattoes are Moors. Okay? So what you see when you're seeing these pale people with these fezzes on, that's all you're seeing is a mulatto. That's what a real mulatto looks like. Pale. Black is describing alchemic process. That's how my progenies explain it to me, because they're way hit like my progenies and also my ambassador Hikmah and Micah L. They explain it to me way more eloquently than I could ever do it. So and Hikmah really wants to have this public outing with the so-called Grand Sheik, right, of the MSTOFA, but he's identifying as a mulatto, a black mulatto, right, where his brother's been X and all this other stuff. It's just nonsense, man. You cannot get around all this information, all these facts, and try to bring me a damn hieroglyph that none of y'all really even know how to read. And you're talking about, oh, it's the damn who. Now, when we talk about Asiatic, I still got Asiatic up. Switch to Mauritania. Okay. So I typed in Moor, and then this Moor, how it's spelled like that, and it's Mauritania. You see here, Mauritania, see Moor. Okay, so Mauritania, it's still synonymous with Moor. So it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? But Asiatic, belonging to a characteristic of Asia. Now, if we look at Asia, right? You've seen Asians, so-called Asians, right? Now, I've been to jail plenty of times. You know what's on their wrist? White. You know how they identify themselves majority? White. Okay? And you see a bunch of actors on TV and a bunch of blogs and other stuff like that of these so-called Asians so offended to be counted as white people. That is complete and utter bull. It's fake. It's acting by actors. Okay? It's and I'm not saying like everything on the internet. Like, this is what y'all gotta understand what the internet is, because a lot of y'all go, oh, well, you get it off the internet. I'm like, do you not know what the internet is? The internet. Look here. Show it right here. The linked computer networks of the U.S. Defense Department. Dummy. The linked computer networks of the U.S. Defense Department. Shortened for Internetwork. Internetwork. Okay? Alright, it says networks involving many separate computers from inter and between network. So, say this. Say if I had a private network, right? What would happen is I would have to use some type of medium to go and collect internet from, so-called internet, which will be just updated sites and stuff like that, uploaded stream of all these sites as far as what they done and updated, and then share that amongst a private server. That's how you get private internet. So-called private internet. It's a pain in the ass, I know, but it's a process just like any other process. And I'm telling you that black is a process. It's a process turning pale. And that's let me go ahead, let's pull up black, and then you will see from black you will see more, because it is synonymous. Synonymous, y'all. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Let's see if it loads up. Here we go. Black, absolute dark. Now, if you know what dark means, the etymology of dark, it's wicked. Okay, sinister, wicked, without light. Okay, what is without light? What is wicked? We're talking about death. Dark, swarthy, pale, colorless. Do you fit the description? If you don't fit the description, you need to stop identifying with this. Look at this, black, Blackamoor, right there, right there. It's right here. So no more excuses from any of you, who wanna deny. You're in denial. You're in denial. You think Noble Drawley is infallible, and there is nothing that he told you. And I've read a lot of things where Noble Drawley told you to continue on studying and continuing on evolving and not getting stuck, and him doing the best that he could with what he had at the time. I've read plenty of things in that particular narrative, and y'all just threw that out the window to praise and worship him because you turned Noble Drawley into an idol. So this is a message to the MSTOFA etymology breakdown for these morons. And I'm out. Peace, love, and light. White power.